Let's start in plank position, top of a push-up. Bending your elbows alongside your ribs. Exhale as you come down. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Plant the tops of your toes onto the ground. Lift your chest, arching your upper back, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, flipping your toes onto the soles of your feet, downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up into the air. Bend your right knee across your chest. Slide your right shin forward onto the mat, pointing your right knee towards the front right corner of your mat. Slide your back foot back. Allow the top of your left foot to come to the floor. Square your hips forward. Your right hip reaches back as your left outer hip reaches forward. Inhale, lift up your spine. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale, melt forward. Single pigeon pose. A nice way to deeply open up your hips. Let's take a few more breaths here. Inhale to lift your torso up, and let's come back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to come back to plank, shoulders stacked right above your wrists, flat hands, fingers spread wide. Exhale, bend your elbows alongside your ribs, flip your toes underneath. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, upward facing dog. Exhale, press the floor away, passing through plank pose, and then lift your hips up and back as you straighten your legs. Plant the soles of your feet onto the ground if you can reach your heels to the floor. Downward facing dog. Coming into single pigeon, lift your left leg up and back, bend your left knee in front of you, slide your left shin onto the mat, pointing your left knee towards the front left corner of your mat. Slide your back leg onto the mat, landing the top of your right foot on the ground. Square your hips forward. Inhale, lift up your spine, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Single pigeon pose. Keep breathing into that left hip joint. Inhale to lift your torso up. And let's take Janu Shirsasana with your right leg extended forward. Bend your left knee. Place the sole of your left foot onto your upper inner right thigh. Flex your right toes towards you. Inhale, root your sitting bones to the ground and lengthen your spine upward. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. With a flat back, exhale, lean forward. Your heart center reaches towards your straight leg. Take the forward fold little by little with each breath. With every inhale, think of elongating your torso. With every exhale, fold forward just a little bit more. Remember, if your back starts to round, ease off and just continue breathing where you can maintain a long, flat back. Extend both legs out in front of you, coming into forward fold. Flex your toes towards your face, root your sitting bones into the ground. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Lengthen your spine, but soften your shoulders down and away from your ears. Exhale with a flat back, leading with your heart center towards your legs. Forward fold. Take a few more breaths here. Inhale to lift your torso straight up. And let's switch sides, Janusirsasana on your left side. Extend your left leg forward, flex your toes towards your face. Bend your right knee and place the sole of your right foot onto your upper inner left thigh. Root your sitting bones into the ground. Inhale, long spine reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, slightly twist so your navel is facing the second toe of that extended leg. With a flat back, reach your heart center towards that straight leg. Little by little with each breath. Inhale, elongate your torso. Exhale, lean forward a little bit deeper. Breathe space into that left hamstring as you open up that right hip. And inhale to lift up. And let's take a split, extending your legs out to the sides. Flex your toes up towards the sky as you point your knees up as well. Root your sitting bones heavily into the ground. As you inhale, lift your sternum, the center of your chest, elongating your spine. Exhale, slowly start to lean forward with a flat back. If you can keep a flat back, rest your forearms onto the ground. Make sure that your elbows are directly below your shoulders to keep your shoulders in the shoulder sockets, protecting that joint. A few more deep breaths here. And let's crawl your fingers over to that left leg. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, spin that belly towards that left leg as you lean forward with a flat back. Keep those toes flexed, both knees pointing up. So even if it doesn't feel that you're moving so much in a pose, allow your breath to continue flowing in and out, circulating the energy. On an inhale, lift up, crawl your fingers over to your right leg. Inhale, long spine, spinning your belly to face that second toe of your right foot. Exhale, slowly lean forward with a flat back. Let's take a few more breaths here. And inhale, lift your torso, bring your legs out in front of you. Lie onto your back. Bend your knees towards your chest and spread them apart as though you're squatting onto the sky. Flex your feet as though you could rest the tabletop onto your feet. Rooting your shoulders into the ground, reach your arms onto the inner sides of your legs and grab hold of the outer edges of the soles of your feet. In happy baby pose, reach your knees towards your armpits and your tailbone towards the ground. And then hug your knees into your chest. When you're ready, roll yourself up to sitting, crossing your legs in front of you in a comfortable seated pose. back in Sukhasana.